Hello, and welcome to learn about applying to the Southeastern Finland University of Applied Sciences, Xamk. This is a short presentation on the application process for the degree programs conducted in English at Xamk. We will start with things you should know already before applying, like how to find out about the study options available, about eligibility requirements, tuition fees and scholarships. We will also tell you about submitting the application form and documents required when applying. In addition, you will learn how the students for some degree programs are selected and how and when the admission results are published. Lastly, we will show you how to find information on applying on the relevant websites. So, let's start with the application process. Find out about all study options available in Finnish higher education on Study Info service. On Study Info, you can find program-specific information and instructions and the application form. We offer 6 degree programs you can apply to in joint application Spring 2021. You can apply to bachelor's programs in the fields of business, culture or engineering. Master studies in rehabilitation are also available. The application is open in January 2021 for studies beginning in August. Make sure you have the necessary documents to prove your eligibility for the studies. You can apply for the bachelor studies with an upper secondary level qualification that provides eligibility for higher education in the awarding country. This refers to the qualification equivalent to a high school diploma in most countries. You also meet the eligibility requirement with your prior bachelor's or master's degree. For master's studies, you need a suitable higher education degree, bachelor or master, and work certificates to show you have at least 2 years of work experience in the field after completing the degree. Note that an official translation is needed for all degree and work certificates that are not originally written in English, Finnish or Swedish. Learn about the tuition fee and scholarship policy for the study programs you plan to apply to if you are liable to pay for the studies. Tuition fees in higher education in Finland concern students from outside the EU and EEA countries. The fee and scholarship policies vary in different universities. At Xamk, the tuition fee for bachelor studies is €6,000 and for master studies €7,000 per academic year. Our scholarship scheme rewards you for good progress in studies. You can apply for a scholarship after each study year and get 50% of the paid fee back by progressing in the studies well. In bachelor's programs, additional rewards are available for studies you complete in Finnish language and culture. We also offer the early bird scholarship for the first year. You can get a 50% discount on the fee for the first year if you accept the study place offer from Xamk within 7 days of admission and pay the tuition fee within 14 days after. Then, about submitting the application form and documents. Submit your application during the application period from 7th to 20th of January 2021 on Study Info. Note that the joint application to higher education opens at 8 a.m. Finnish time on the first application day and closes at 3 p.m. on the last application day. Please ensure that the email address you write on your application form is your personal address. Check your email regularly. Important messages like questions about your eligibility or invitations to the entry exams are sent only by email. In joint application, you can apply to up to 6 study programs with one application form. These 6 options may include degree programs from one or several different higher education institutions. Consider your options carefully. You can submit only one application form in joint application. Upload the necessary documents to the application form by 27th of January 2021, 3 p.m. Finnish time. You can access your application form after submitting it through a link included in a confirmation email you receive from Study Info after sending your application. Please note that it is not necessary to send any documents by post. If you have completed your qualification outside Finland, you need to attach a copy of the relevant degree certificate to the application form. A temporary certificate can be used if you will graduate during the spring of applying. In addition, a copy of official ID or passport and a document exempting you from tuition fees if applicable are needed. For master's degree programs, also work certificates are required. This means 24 months of work experience in the relevant field after completing the higher education degree. Like mentioned, an official translation is needed for all documents not originally written in English, Finnish or Swedish. English language proficiency certificates are not required when applying. Your language skills are either confirmed on the basis of SAT result or evaluated in the entry exam. Then, let's move forward in the application process. Admission to our degree programs is based either on SAT test, an entry exam, or a pre-task. Some programs use more than one student selection method. In this case, you also can take part in the student selection through more than one selection method. For example, by taking the SAT test and the entry exam, to increase your chances for admission. Check the program-specific selection methods on study info. SAT can be used for admission in digital international business, environmental engineering, and information technology programs. The deadline for delivering the SAT test report is 10 of February 2021. Universities of applied sciences cooperate in entry exams. Exams can be common to the field of study, which means you can, for example, apply to many business or engineering programs by taking just one exam per field of study. Your exam result will then be automatically considered for all the cooperating study programs you have applied to. The exams can also be program-specific, like for game design program at Xamk. Exams for all Xamk programs in Spring 2021 application round can be taken online. First exams are arranged at the beginning of February. Invitations to the exams are sent by email soon after the application period. There is no pre-reading material for the exams and they do not require special preparation. You can prepare for the online exams by ensuring you have a computer and a good internet connection at your use. The exams generally measure your study skills and motivation. Previous year's exams are not available for applicants. Detailed information and timetables can be found on Xamk website. Then, let's shortly talk about the admission results. Higher education institutions publish admission results gradually according to their own schedules. First results at Xamk are published for admission based on SAT in mid-February 2021, then for entry exams after mid-March depending on the exam. All results in joint application Spring 2021 are published and sent to applicants by email by 4th of June 2021. Your result letter sent on 4th of June includes a result for all study programs you have applied to. If you are on a waiting list for a study place, you will see your placement number on the waiting list in the result letter. You can be admitted from a waiting list until 2nd of August. Please note, however, that waiting lists may not be used for all programs, or they may be used for a limited time period. If you are admitted to study, accept the study place offer at study info and pay the tuition fee if required by the given deadline, 16th of July 2021. Please note that separate deadlines apply to the early bird scholarship. You may receive many study place offers for programs you have applied to. You can, however, accept only one higher education study place in Finland for studies beginning in the autumn of 2021. Your decision of confirming a study place is binding and cannot be changed later, so consider your options carefully before deciding. If you need a residence permit for the studies, submit your application as soon as you have received the notice of admission. The requirements for a student residence permit in Finland can be found on the website for the Finnish Immigration Service. For studies on campus, apply for student housing. Student housing is not offered by the university, but is conveniently available by separate organizations. Instructions for beginning the studies at Xamk are published on our website for new students. Studies will begin on August 2021. At Xamk, the development of the coronavirus epidemic is reviewed regularly, and based on this, decisions on study arrangements for autumn 2021 are made. Follow the instructions and updates on Xamk websites. Finally, we will now show you how to find information on applying on the relevant websites. Xamk website for applying includes information on the topics gone through in the presentation earlier. You can, for example, find the application timetable, instructions for applying on the basis of SAT test, and full details on entry exams here. A link to the study info service is also available on this website. On study info, please first select the program you are interested in. You will see the program description here, then the application process. You can access the application form here during the application period. If you have any questions about applying to Xamk degree programs, please check the FAQs about applying on our website and contact the admission services for more information if needed. Thank you for watching.